oras ng silangan sadyang napakaganda, punong-puno ng yaman at kalikasang nakamamangha. Para sa ating Tuklas Pinas, opopop! Tayo muna ay magpapahinga sa pagtuklas ng bagong atraksyon at destinasyon para sa mga biyahero. Pero atin namang matutuklasan ang galing ng mga Pilipino sa larangan ng siyensya. Kaya heto na ang ating Tuklas Siyensya. Aming nakapanayamang isang eksperto na nagsagawa ng isang pag-aaral patungkol sa isang sakit na umaatake sa resistensya ng isang halaman. Aba, ano ito? Tara, tuklasin natin. Ang Downy Mildew. Isa itong parasito na umaatake sa resistensya ng isang halaman na puputol sa karampatang produksyon ng gulay o mga halamang tumutubo sa baging. Ating malalaman na kung ang isang halaman o Downy Mildew ay kakikitaan ng malabloking kulay dilaw o puti na makikita sa ibabaw ng dahon. Habang tumatagal ang sira, mabilis itong kumakalat at ito ay nagiging kayomanggi. Ang ilalim naman ng apektadong dahon ay mukhang nababad sa tubig. Mahabang malamig na gabi at mahabang mabasa-basang panahon. Sigurado ay mabilis na masisira ang tissue ng mga dahon dahil sa sakit na ito. Ang kagandahan, ang ating eksperto ay nakatuklas ng isang paraan kung saan maaaring maiwasan ang pagtama ng Downy Mildew. Kaya lang sa kasalukuyang panahon, ito ay patuloy na pinag-aaralan.
We are developing varieties, especially yellow hybrids, that are somehow resistant to that pathogen. So it's a research started, I think, 2000, and up to this stage, we are now having candidate lines that are resistant to Downy Mildew, but not yet for the release stage because we are still going to have some trials just to finally verify the resistance. But as of this time, we have candidate lines already.
Nakabuo na ng isang linkage map ang ating eksperto na kayang makita ang ilang genes ng halaman kung saan malalaman nito ang pananda sa kung saan mayroon itong panglaban.
For the yellow maize variety, the Downy Mildew resistant corn, it's still on the trial. We still have to do the final verification of the materials before we can register it. And once we register it, the private companies or our breeding group can utilize them already.
May proseso kung paano nila nalalaman kung ang isang halaman o partikular tayo sa mais ay resistant sa Downy Mildew.
What we did was we screened different maize varieties against the pathogen. So either it's bacterial stalk rot, it's Downy Mildew, or whatever pathogen. We screen the different varieties and we identify the most resistant. So it means to say that it can stand against that pathogen and the most susceptible. So with the two varieties now that we cross them and then we produce the offspring. So F1. So in the F1, since maize is highly outcrossing, meaning to say it can cross with other plants, maize plants, so we have to do some hybridity testing. So we need to confirm that that plant is a true F1. So using DNA markers. So that's what we are doing. And then after that, we generate the mapping population. So we cross, we self or we can back cross producing the F2 mapping population. And after that, we do genotyping in the laboratory wherein we apply the DNA marker technology, including simple sequence repeats, amplified fragment length polymorphisms. Those are DNA markers that we are using in the laboratory. And then once we have that genotype data at the F3, another selfing of the materials 3, we now screen the F3 maize varieties in the field and then expose it either naturally or artificially against them. So it could be the bacterial stalk rot or the Downy Mildew. And right after that, we do some QTL quantitative trait analysis in the laboratory again. And then after that, we identify some regions that are associated with the pathogen or the disease resistance trait. And further, when we identified it, we proceed to what we call as map-based cloning. That is, isolating the gene responsible for resistance to the Downy Mildew or bacterial stalk rot. And then, we try to verify or validate also the materials that we produce. We have the FD materials. We self-it until we have the F6 or the somehow stable or permanent population. We try to screen it all over the Philippines, particularly the maize growing areas, to really test if the materials that we have stand against the different isolates of the pathogen.
Kung ang pag-aaral na ito ay magpapatuloy, sigurado na ang bansa ay mas makapaglalabas ng produktong mataas agrikultura, ekonomiya at siyensya. Pag nagsama-sama, maunlad na bansa ang makikita. Kaya naman nating suportahan, hangaan at gawing inspirasyon nang sa gayon, lahat ay makikinabang.